It was a cold night in 1974 in a small town surrounded by forests. A family of four, a father, a mother, and two children, sat down for dinner. The lights were warm. The food was fresh. Neighbors remember hearing laughter earlier that evening. But by the next morning, they were gone. The dinner table was still set. Half-filled plates remained untouched. Glasses of milk stood on the counter, still fresh enough to smell. Chairs were knocked over as if someone had stood up in a hurry. Yet, no one had seen them leave. No cars had been driven away. No footsteps led out into the night. It was as if they had simply vanished. When investigators arrived, they combed through every room. Upstairs, the beds were made, clothes neatly folded in drawers. In the children's room, toys were scattered across the floor, as if they had been playing right before disappearing. In the living room, a television was still on, buzzing with static. And on the coffee table, a diary. Its last page read only 3 words, written in a trembling hand. They are watching. But who? Days turned into weeks. Search teams scoured the woods, rivers, and roads. No bodies, no belongings, no answers. The family's relatives were questioned, but none could explain what had happened. Rumors began to spread. Some claimed the father had ties to something secret, a project no one dared speak about. Others whispered that the mother had seen something she wasn't supposed to see. And then there were darker theories, that the house itself was cursed. Neighbors reported strange events after the family's disappearance. Lights flickering inside the empty home. A figure at the upstairs window, staring into the night. Footsteps echoing in the hallway when no one was inside. A few daring teenagers tried to spend the night in the house. They didn't last long. They claimed to hear whispers calling their names, and pages in the diary turning on their own. When they ran outside, one swore he looked back and saw the family, standing in the window, silently watching him leave. Decades passed. The house remained abandoned. Dust covered the furniture, cobwebs stretched across the walls. Yet somehow, the dinner table still looked exactly as it did that night. The same plates, the same glasses, frozen in time. Locals avoid the place. Some say anyone who enters feels an overwhelming sense of being watched. Others say they lose track of time inside. Minutes stretch into hours. And there is still no official explanation. The police eventually closed the case, marking it unsolved. But the story didn't fade. It grew. Today, people travel just to see the house, to stand outside the rotting wooden frame, to peek through the broken windows. Some claim they hear faint voices. Some swear they see shadows moving inside. And a few never come back to talk about what they saw. So what really happened? Was it a crime? Carefully hidden? An abduction? Human or otherwise? Or was it something far stranger? Something we cannot explain? The only certainty is this: the family's story remains one of the most chilling mysteries of the 20th century. And the house still waits, silent and watching. If you ever find yourself walking through that forest and you see the broken silhouette of a home standing in the distance, would you dare to step inside, or would you turn back before the door slowly opens and someone or something looks back at you?